Hello, my book friends. How was your day today? I hope it was delish. My name is Flossie, and this is the Grape Jelly Library. If you are a member of my channel, you have hit that subscribe button, then I would just like to say thank you so much. Because of you, I have crossed the 200 subscriber threshold, and I am super excited about that. And if you are just visiting me for the first time, come on in. We have a seat waiting for you. Over on my channel, we love to discuss books and we love to have fun. We love to laugh. So if you like books and laughter, then come on in. You have found the right place. Speaking of laughter, I have a 2-year-old grandbaby who just learned a new joke, and she wanted to call me her Mima to tell her it. And the joke goes a little like this. Knock, knock. Who's there? Who? Who? Owl. I was out and about this past week, and I came across these darling little earrings. They are owls with pink reading glasses on. So they are a little bookish, and they remind me a lot of that joke that she loves to tell. All right, so with that said, let's get into today's video. So today's video is all about confessions. It is my book confessions, and I have a lot of book quirks, so I am just gonna wing this video. We're just gonna do it on the fly. So I know what's going to happen. I'm going to film this and I'm going to share it with you, my friends. And then I'm going to say in a day or two, oh, poop. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I say that? So that's the way it goes. But anyways, we're going to do this on the fly. All about my book confessions. Do you have any quirks that you do with your books that you would like to confess to? If you do, comment down below and let me know. I would love to know the answer to that question. Before we get into the book confessions, let's just take a moment for me to address this question that I have been getting asked a lot lately. What is your birth given name? Is it really Flossie? No, my birth given name is not Flossie. My name on my birth certificate is actually Florence Ann Harrison. That is the name I was given at birth. I don't go by the name Florence. I go by 3 names, and I actually never ever tell anybody what to call me. I leave it up to them to call me whatever they are comfortable with. Most people call me Flo. The people that are extremely close to me call me Flossie. And no one calls me Florence. But if you did want to, I would answer to that, but I might do an exorcist and like spin my head 360, because that is not a name that I hear very often in my lifetime. I don't really, yeah. So that is that. And I will just leave it up to you to call me whatever it is that you want. I will answer to any of the 3. All right, so now that we have that out of the way, let's get into the fun meat and potatoes of the video, the book confessions. First book confession that I am going to reveal is when I am reading in the evening, I always go with a glass of wine. I like to have a glass of wine in the evening to unwind, and I feel like it helps me to stay in the book or become a part of the book more vividly. I have a better imagination with a little help from my friend. I don't know about you, but it works for me. I'm not really a tea drinker. I wish I was, but I don't like the flavors of ginger and ginseng and black licorice. So I know there's a ton of other flavors out there. And I've tried hibiscus, I've tried peppermint, I've tried spiced orange, and I don't know that tea is for me. I do, however, like a cup of good old-fashioned red rose tea with an orange, a little bit of cinnamon, and maybe a little bit of honey for a sweetener, but I'm pretty good with not putting any kind of sweetener in there. I've gotten kind of used to that. Maybe if I'm sick, I might put a splash of rock and rye in there, and boy, does that take my sickness away in no time. So the reason I drink wine at night is because all day long I am drinking my water, drinking my water, drinking my water. So by the evening I'm a little bit watered out, and I like to unwind and have a little bit of fun. So that would be my beverage and my book confession number one. As far as coffee goes, yes, I like coffee, but like I said, I don't like to drink a lot of coffee, and I have not gotten myself acclimated to black coffee. I wish I could do that too, but I'm just not brave enough to, to go down that road continually. So I do not drink coffee when it is hot like this. I don't want a hot drink on a hot day. But in the winter when it is cold, absolutely. In the morning, I usually just drink a half a cup, and then I might have one in mid-afternoon just to take the edge off of the chill that's in the air, and I might have one in the evening if I don't have a wine. But yeah, so that is book confession number one, what I drink when I am reading my books. Book confession number two, I'm gonna see if I have the book nearby. I hope to goodness I do. I know I did. All right, I'm not finding it fast enough. I'm not finding it fast enough. Doesn't matter. I was looking for the book, The Choice by Edith Eger. By Edith Eger, I believe her name is. There it is. Okay. Dr. Edith Eva Eger. Yes. The Choice, Embrace the Possible. Okay, so when I started to read this book, I didn't get very far into it. Okay, I got to page 17, and then I said, you know what? The subject matter in this book is so prestigious. I need to go get a thing. Where is my highlighters? Where are my highlighters? Hurry, hurry, quick. Where are my highlighters? Because I need to be marking in this book. And so, yes, that's what I needed to highlight. My heart was telling me to highlight that. And I don't have a rhyme or reason for the colors of highlight that I use because I don't care. I'm not color coding anything. I just like the colors. So I just didn't want my book to be boring with maybe all pink in there. So I wanted to make it nice and bright. And so I used all the colors of the highlighters that I had. So I don't usually highlight a book, but when I do, I like to make it colorful, and I only highlight those books that speak to my heart. So that. Okay, book confession number 3. I never, ever dog ear a book. I cannot bring myself to do that dirty deed. I just can't. It doesn't make, it doesn't make me happy to do that. It actually makes me cringe. So no, I never ever dog ear a book. There are better methods to marking a page. For goodness sakes, get a leaf, get a helicopter that fell on the ground, There's a lot of the books, like the hardcovers that have the jackets, use that jacket flap. So yeah, which would bring me to book confession number 4. If given the choice, I will always pick a hardcover book. And the reason, I know they're heavy, I know they're cumbersome, but the reason that I pick the hardcover book is because I like something with substance in my hand. And I will shove that sucker in my purse. I carry a big enough bag that I could shove a hardcover in there. And I just love the way it makes my shelves look when compared to a paperback or a soft cover. So there's that. Book confession number 5. All right, where is that sucker? I needed this book in a previous video and I couldn't find it. So just excuse me one moment. Let me see if I can find it this time. Okay, I'm back, friends. So I needed to get this book because of the aesthetic of it. So it is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I don't know if you read this book, but I have recently participated in a group read, and we all had our opinions on this. And it is my opinion that I loved this book. I thought it was fantastic. Yeah. Were I to be the type of person to reread a book, I would definitely reread this. But since I am not that type of person, let me just say that this is a book that I wish I didn't read, for the simple fact that I would love to take that experience again, to take that journey again, to not know what is going on with Dorian Gray, just so I could relive that experience. I found this book very, very enjoyable. So my book is purple with gold lettering. It's kind of like a paisley on the inside, and my pages are trimmed in green. And I knew I wanted to annotate this book, so I went to the store and I bought me some tabs, and I actually bought metallic tabs, and I don't know, I haven't taken them out of there because I like the way that looks. I think that looks kind of cool, except for these tabs are only colored on one side. So when I went to mark the opposite page, that would leave me with some, blank sides, and if I reverse it, you can see the same situation is going on there. But anyways, sometimes I like to annotate a book. Okay, where were we? Another thing that I would like to confess that I do to my books is, this might make some people cringe, but it doesn't make me cringe. I love to do this. I like to put my name in each one of my books. I have been doing that for the longest time, and just, you know, incidentally, look at this book. It has seen better days. I'm going to tell you what, I guess it's just going to yellow in time, because I was just going to say, you know what, I might just, this is one of my very favorite books, and I might just purchase a brand new sexy copy of this, you know, just to have. But then I just instantly thought, no. Why? Because whether it's red or not, the same thing is going to happen. It's going to turn yellow, because it's just the nature of the beast. So we're going to just go with this. But that's what I like to do. I like to put my name in the books, and that book is quite old, so I hadn't yet expanded on or elaborated on my additional information that I began to add to my books. So this book, I see that I have the date, the SR is the date I started reading, and the FR is the day I finished reading this book. Let's see. Yeah. Started reading, finished reading. All right, I have expanded upon that method by actually writing the purchase date in there. And I like to do most of it in red. On occasion, I'll do it in black. But I find a page, and it's preferably the first blank page. A lot of books don't have that, so I might be 3 pages in. But somewhere near the very front, I like to write my name, the purchase date, the day I started reading, and the day I finished. So this is what, you know, it looks like. All right, there. So there we go with that one. By the way, have any of you out there read this book? I got this book read in a matter of, like, I don't know, 3 days, I guess, or it was under a week. And I know that I had a busy schedule, but I got it in under a week. And I just have to say, what the heck, Rob? What the heck? I enjoyed your story. I enjoy your music. I appreciate you, but what the heck? You are a boldie. He's a boldie, a boldie. If you want a wild ride, let me tell you. Oh, and isn't that ironic? Look at the name of the book, Confess, because we're talking about book confessions. So, yeah, that's kind of cute. Yeah, I said it, Rob. That's kind of cute. Okay, so another thing that, oh, I just want to say before I get into my final thing that I like, my final confession, my final book confession. So this one, I did not put my name in it, but I am going to. I'm going to add it, but I was like, this is Brother Ray Charles's own story. This is like in mint condition, and I see that I wrote in here, purchased Tower Records, Peabody Place, Memphis, Tennessee, on 6/13/2005 at 9:20 p.m. I think, wow, that is kind of cool. I didn't even know that I wrote that in there, but I am certainly glad that I did, because upon seeing that, I think, well, that was kind of cool. I have no recollection of buying it then. And what the heck was I doing out shopping in Memphis at 9:20 p.m.? But yeah, in 2005, I was compelled to find out the story of Ray Charles. So there's that. Now, yeah. Back here I was using pen. Okay, so now another thing that I have to book confess is I like to take my books swimming. And I really shouldn't, because books don't like to swim. I have to say, some of the books get me like, oh, so I have had many a book casualty. Well, I shouldn't say many, but I know I have at least half a dozen where I had to toss the book because I either took it swimming and it didn't make it, or I left it in the backyard and the rain got the best of it. So those books had to go in the garbage. But I know one of those books was The Storied Life of A.J. Vickery. Yeah, that casualty had to go to the dump. However, sometimes when I slip off my raft upon trying to get on it and I fall under, the book does seem to go part of the way under, but I am able to make a save and we end up with a book that looks a little like this, that I'm not quite, I don't know, it's just not quite garbage material. So I hang on to it, but it's pretty much shot. I know that. You can see that. It is what it is, but you know, I don't know. I believe that this book has a story to tell. So it just gives it character. Yeah, it's just character as far as I'm concerned. Except for this was a heartbreaker. I love Goldie Hawn, and oh my goodness, look at those pages. Oh, I took Goldie swimming and Goldie doesn't like the water. So it ended up looking a lot like this. You have to act quick when your book hits that water because, oh my goodness, it's like a marker on a wet paper towel. It just goes. So I don't care. I'm keeping those. All right. So now another thing that what else do I like? Oh, okay. So let me explain. Let me backtrack and explain why I put my name in the books, and then I will not take any more of your time, guys. So I thought, the mischievous humorist in me thought, let's just do this. They're my books. I'm paying good hard-earned money for them. And so they are mine to do what I please, right? Right. Okay, you can do what you want with your books and I'll do what makes me happy with mine. And I don't really give it much thought about the next person to acquire my books in the afterlife once I am gone, because right now I'm living my best life and this is what I want to do. But the reason that I do this is, dig this. Okay, so I think that I want to have a little fun. If there is an afterlife, and if one is aware of the goings on while others are still on earth, it would be super fun to get see this unfold. I would get such a kick out of it. And if there is no such thing as an afterlife, and we just go into eternal rest, blissful peace, and we are not bothered by this world, then I'm cool with that too. However, let's just play a little mind game with those who are still amongst the world, the mortal world. Okay, so I put my name in these books because my goal is to just keep acquiring books. I don't really generally get rid of my books. I will cover every inch of my house in a book before I would actually get rid of a book. So right now, as of today's date, August 24th, by the way, Teddy's birthday is in 2 days. So maybe you will help me celebrate his birthday with a cake and a little song for him, because he's such a good puppy. He is like the world's best dog. He is just so good. But anyways, back to the matter at hand. So I have over 1,000 books, and so I think if I can go back and put my name in any of the books that do not have it, and catch myself up to date and keep on with every book that I purchase, write the purchase date and just my initial and my last name, and just put an SR and an FR. Will the person that acquires my book in the, after I'm gone, will they know what SR is? Will they know what FR is? Will they know what P stands for? And the biggest part of that would be if Regina is in the office on a ho-hum Monday, and she is talking to Myrtle, who is in the break room, and they get to chit-chatting about books. Will Regina say, "Oh yeah, I got this book and it had F. Harrison in it with a P and an SR and an FR and some dates"? Will Myrtle say, "You don't say. I have a book with F. Harrison in it with a P and an SR and an FR"? What the heck could that mean? Or perhaps perhaps it'll be a Peter who gets my books and will say, "F. Harrison, wait a minute, I have a book that has an F. Harrison in it. What the heck? Who is this F. Harrison, and why does she put this in her books?" So guess what? You could be out there saying, it's a big, gigantic world out there. What are the chances of someone getting 2 of my books? But guess what? It's also a small world, isn't it? So maybe that is the little game I would like to play on those who are left to carry on and inherit my books, because yeah, it's just how my brain works. So we're going with it. I'm having a little fun and I'm living my best life, and I hope that someone ends up with 2 of my books and ponders that question 20 years after I am long gone. Yeah, that, I don't know, that just makes me amused. I'm amused by that, and I guess it doesn't take much to amuse me. But anyways, I am not going to keep you any longer until we meet again. Be well. Be good. Don't be a boldy like Rob Halford. Be good, and be reading and drink your water.